Okay, so we have our title and we have our photo URL. Okay, so next thing we can actually extract is the prep time and the cook time. So here I have the prep time identified. So I need to get a get a meta of item prop prep time and then get the content. Then we'll figure out how to turn this or switch this between minutes and hours. Okay, so let's create another helper function. Static method def get prep time. Okay, soup as always. Here what I'll need to do is say prep time is equal to self.get prep time soup. Okay, now one thing we'll need to do to get the prep time is we're going to need to import another library, which will be import re. So we're going to be importing the regular expression library, and it's because what the regular expression library will allow us to do is to identify the numbers in this entire string easily. Okay, now first of all I need to extract the tag, so the tag will be soup.find meta, and then I'll provide a dictionary, and the item prop will have a value of prep time. Okay, so meta item prop prep time. Okay, meta item prop prep time all looks good, and I'll need to extract the content, the value of the content. So I'll just paste in content here. Whoops, sorry, not that, content. Okay, so now apparently we have the content, so we are extracting the PT15M in this case. So let's see now how we can actually extract the numbers. So let's say numbers is going to be re.findAll, and the pattern is going to be \d, and this is because we want to extract all of the digits inside of the given string, and the string is going to be the tag. Okay, so let's print out numbers and see if we're getting what we want. So refresh this, go to our console, and we see we're getting a list of the numbers. So 15 because it's 15 here. Okay, so now all we need to do is just join that. So we can say print, and this what we're going to do here is, remember in the section where we posted the recipe, we got the ingredients, we got the amount, the unit, and the ingredient as a string, and we split it into a list. Okay, so we got a string and we turned that string into a list. So now we're going to do the exact opposite. So we have a string and we have a list and we want to turn it into a string. So the way we do this is we specify by which character we want to group it by. So imagine I wanted to group it by commas, and then we simply say join, and inside of the join we put the list. Okay, so now we're going to be joining these numbers with a comma. Okay, so let's see how that looks. This is obviously not what we want, but this is just to demonstrate. Okay, 1, 5. So instead of joining by comma, we can just join by nothing. Okay, and like this we will get a string of 15. So let's just say prep time is going to be the integer of all of this. And now what we need to do is we need to evaluate whether this is an M or an H, because if this is going to be an H, we will need to multiply this by 60 because our data store always expects minutes. That's what we defined. And you know, it's not that the data store wouldn't work by saving something that's in hours, but since we specified it as minutes in our model and we're printing it out as minutes in our template, in our recipe page, then I think it's useful to always standardize the format and make sure it's minutes. So actually what we can do is, if we see this tag always starts off with PT and then has the actual values we want. So let's just, you know, go ahead and actually slice it and say we want it from the second character onwards. So we're ignoring this initial PT and we're actually grabbing this value here. So this shouldn't break. But now what we can do is we can test whether or not a H or a M is present in the tag. So if M in tag, we can simply return the prep time. Okay, elif h in tag, we can return the prep time multiplied by 60, okay, because it's always in minutes. And else, let's just return a none, because if it's not minutes or hours, then we don't really know what it is, and it never should be anything other than M or H, okay? Okay, so this is looking good. So let's do the exact same thing for cook time. So we can simply just copy all of this and say meta item prop cook time. And let's just check that this is in fact cook time. Okay, so item prop cook time, that's correct. And let's change the name of this. So this will be also cook time, get cook time. Tag is soup find meta item prop cook time content 2 onwards. The number and the cook time, this should be called the variable. Okay, everything's looking good. So now we just need to return the cook time and here also the cook time. Okay, good. So then we need to actually grab the cook time. So this will be cook time is equal to get cook time. Okay. Okay, so everything is looking good. Let's actually print out everything to see if we're actually grabbing everything. So print title. This will be photo, prep time, and cook time. Okay, let's go back here, refresh, and see if we're getting everything. Okay, good. For now, we're getting everything. Everything is looking good. So let's continue to fetch the ingredients and the directions.